The Zealotarian exploration vessel descended through the wispy clouds, its sleek, silver form gliding effortlessly over the sprawling cities and vast landscapes of the primitive blue-green planet below. Zealotarian Commander Xyloth gazed intently out the view screen, his four eyes narrowed with fascination and no small measure of trepidation. This was the first contact mission with an intelligent alien species, and the stakes could not be higher. The Zealotarian High Council had sent the best and brightest to make first contact, to assess the technological and societal development of these humans and determine whether they posed a threat to the Zealotarian hegemony. As the vessel neared the surface, Xyloth and his crew were immediately struck by the sheer number of small, furry creatures roaming the streets and alleyways of the cities. Their sensors registered these beings as a distinct species, not part of the human population. "What are those creatures?" Xyloth inquired, turning to his science officer, Jalara. "Their energy signatures do not match the humans. Are they a separate sentient race we were unaware of?" Jalara's fingers danced across her console as she analyzed the sensor data. "Curious," she murmured. "The scans indicate these cats are not sentient at all. They appear to be domesticated animals, pets, that the humans keep for companionship." Xyloth's eyes widened in surprise. "Pets? You mean the humans own these creatures?" He let out a confused chitter. "But why would an advanced species require such subordinate beings? Do they not possess the capability to construct their own robotic servants?" Jalara shrugged her elegant shoulders. "It would seem the humans have a different approach. These cats do not serve any obvious purpose, yet the humans appear to derive some form of emotional fulfillment from their presence. It is a most peculiar arrangement." Xyloth stroked his chin thoughtfully. "Then we must assume the humans have a deep, almost spiritual connection to these pets. This could complicate our first contact efforts considerably." He turned to the helm officer. "Maintain position and prepare an away team. I wish to observe these cats more closely and attempt to understand the human psyche." Minutes later, Xyloth and two of his officers materialized in a bustling city square, hidden from view by a localized cloaking field. All around them, humans strolled by, often accompanied by the small, furry creatures. Xyloth watched fascinated as a young human female knelt down to scratch under the chin of a cat, eliciting a rumbling purr from the creature. The human's face lit up with an expression of pure joy, and Xyloth felt a twinge of something akin to envy. "This is most perplexing," he murmured. "The humans seem to derive genuine pleasure from these interactions. Do you suppose they view the cats as some form of deity or superior being?" Jalara shook her head. "I do not believe so. The scans indicate a complex neurochemical response in the humans when they interact with the cats, triggering the release of various feel-good hormones. It appears to be a deeply ingrained instinctual behavior rather than a conscious reverence." Xyloth considered this for a moment, then let out a soft trill of amusement. "So the mighty humans, with their advanced technology and burgeoning spacefaring capabilities, have chosen to elevate these humble felines to a position of, what did you call it, pets? How delightfully absurd." The three Zealotarians shared a collective chuckle, their apprehension about the first contact mission slowly giving way to a sense of wonder and amusement. "Perhaps," Xyloth mused, "we have underestimated these humans. If they can find such joy and fulfillment in the companionship of these cats, then perhaps they possess a depth of emotional complexity we have yet to fully comprehend." He turned to his officers with a newfound determination. "Come, let us learn more about these curious human-feline relationships. Who knows, we may even find ourselves envious of the bond they share." And so the Zealotarian away team set out to immerse themselves in the strange, wonderful world of human-cat interactions, eager to unravel the mysteries of this peculiar arrangement. Little did they know that their discovery of the feline overlords would forever change the course of first contact between their two civilizations. The Zealotarian away team, having discovered the curious human-cat relationship, decided to delve deeper into understanding this phenomenon and exploring ways to potentially integrate it into their own society. Xyloth, the Zealotarian commander, was particularly fascinated by the emotional connection he witnessed between the humans and their feline pets. He believed that if the Zealotarians could harness a similar bond, it could have profound implications for their own societal and cultural development. These cats seemed to provide the humans with a level of companionship and emotional fulfillment that we Zealotarians have not previously explored, Xyloth mused as the team reviewed their observations. Perhaps we have been too focused on pure logic and efficiency at the expense of cultivating more primal, instinctual connections. Jalara, the science officer, nodded in agreement. The scans indicate that interacting with the cats triggers a complex neurochemical response in the humans, releasing hormones that induce feelings of contentment, joy, and even a sense of purpose. This suggests that the relationship fulfills some deep-seated psychological need within the human psyche. Xyloth turned to his team with a determined glint in his eyes. Then we must learn how to replicate this phenomenon within our own society. If these cats can provide the humans with such profound emotional benefits, imagine what a similar bond could do for the Zealotarians. And so the away team set out to thoroughly investigate the human-cat relationship, observing their interactions, studying the cat's behaviors, and analyzing the psychological and physiological impacts on the humans. They conducted experiments, taking note of the humans' reactions when interacting with the cats, and even attempted to introduce similar creatures into controlled Zealotarian environments. The results were intriguing, if not entirely conclusive. While the Zealotarians were able to elicit some positive emotional responses from their test subjects when exposed to the feline-like creatures, the depth of the bond and the level of fulfillment seemed to fall short of what the humans experienced. "There is still much to learn," Xyloth acknowledged, his four eyes narrowing in thought. "The human-cat relationship appears to be deeply rooted in their cultural and evolutionary history. Simply introducing a similar creature into our society may not be enough to replicate the full emotional and psychological benefits." Undeterred, the Zealotarian team began exploring alternative approaches, considering the possibility of genetically engineering their own companion species or even developing advanced AI-driven robotic analogs. The goal was to find a way to harness the power of this curious human-feline bond and integrate it into Zealotarian society, in the hopes of unlocking a new dimension of emotional and cultural enrichment. As the away team delved deeper into their research, they became increasingly convinced that the key to unlocking this mystery lay not just in understanding the cats themselves, but in unraveling the very nature of the human psyche, a prospect that both intrigued and daunted them. The Zealotarians considered several options for initiating contact with the humans. 1. Diplomatic approach. Xyloth proposed a formal first contact protocol where the Zealotarian High Council would dispatch a diplomatic delegation to establish official relations with the human governments. 1. This would allow for open communication, cultural exchange, and the opportunity to study the human-cat relationship in a controlled, sanctioned setting. 2. Covert observation. Jalara suggested maintaining their current covert observation tactics, gradually expanding the away team's presence and interactions with the humans to gather more nuanced data on the human-cat dynamic. 2. This approach would allow them to learn more without the potential complications of overt first contact. 3. Technological intermediary. One of the junior officers, Zealon, proposed utilizing advanced Zealotarian technology to establish a more indirect form of communication with the humans. 3. This could involve creating a shared virtual environment or an AI-powered translator to facilitate cultural exchange and information sharing. After careful deliberation, the away team decided that a combination of these approaches would be the most effective. They would first initiate a formal diplomatic contact with the human governments, while also maintaining a covert observation presence to continue their research. Additionally, they would leverage Zealotarian technological capabilities to build interfaces and communication channels that could help bridge the cultural divide. "We must proceed with caution," Xyloth warned his team. "The humans have demonstrated a remarkable capacity for both cooperation and conflict. We must approach this endeavor with the utmost diplomacy and tact if we hope to gain their trust and learn the secrets of their feline companions." With a renewed sense of purpose, the Zealotarian away team began preparations for their first official contact with the humans, eager to unravel the mysteries of the curious human-cat relationship and integrate this profound emotional bond into their own society. With the decision made, the Zealotarian away team sprang into action, preparing for the historic first contact with the humans. Xyloth, the commander, personally oversaw the diplomatic contingent that would make the initial approach. He carefully selected a diverse team of Zealotarian ambassadors, cultural experts, and scientific advisors, each chosen for their unique insights and ability to navigate the delicate interactions that were to come. Meanwhile, Jilara and her team of researchers continued their covert observations, refining their data-gathering techniques and honing their understanding of the human-cat dynamic. They monitored the humans' daily routines, cataloged the cat's behaviors, and analyzed the various ways the two species interacted and formed their remarkable bond. Zilan, the young Zealotarian officer, led the technological integration effort. He and his team worked tirelessly to develop advanced communication interfaces that could seamlessly bridge the language and cultural barriers between the Zealotarians and humans. They experimented with holographic projections, neural interfaced translators, and even mind meld-like techniques to find the most effective modes of exchange. As the preparations neared completion, Xyloth convened his team for a final briefing. "The time has come," he announced, his four eyes shining with a mixture of anticipation and trepidation. "In a few cycles, our diplomatic contingent will make first contact with the human governments. We must be prepared to present ourselves as allies, not adversaries, and demonstrate our sincere desire to learn from them." Jilara stepped forward, her datapads brimming with the insights gleaned from their covert observations. "We have amassed a wealth of information about the human-cat relationship, but there is still so much we do not understand. Our hope is that through open and honest dialogue, we can unravel the mysteries of this bond and discover ways to replicate its benefits within our own society." Zilan then took the floor, his fingers deftly manipulating a series of holographic displays. "The communication interfaces we have developed will allow for seamless translation and cultural exchange. We are confident that we can establish a meaningful dialogue with the humans and foster a collaborative partnership in our shared exploration of this phenomenon." Xyloth nodded approvingly, his expression resolute. "Then let us proceed with the utmost caution and diplomacy. The success of this mission will not only shape our understanding of the human-cat relationship, but may also have far-reaching implications for the future of the Zealotarian civilization. We must not fail." With that, the away team made their final preparations, eagerly anticipating the historic moment when they would make first contact with the humans and embark on a journey of cross-cultural discovery. The day of the first official contact between the Zealotarians and the humans had arrived, and the diplomatic contingent led by Xyloth stood poised on the threshold of a momentous occasion. The Zealotarian team had carefully chosen a neutral location, a remote research station on a secluded human continent, as the site for the historic meeting. Here, they had established a secure and technologically advanced outpost equipped with the latest communication interfaces developed by Zilan and his team. As the human delegation arrived, Xyloth and his fellow ambassadors stepped forward to greet them, their four-eyed faces revealing a mixture of curiosity and apprehension. The humans, led by a senior political official and a team of scientific advisors, approached with a similar sense of cautious anticipation. Xyloth took the first step, extending his appendage in a gesture of goodwill as he had learned from the extensive cultural research conducted by his team. "Greetings, esteemed representatives of the human species," he said, his voice modulated by the advanced translation technology. "I am Xyloth, commander of this Zealotarian diplomatic mission. We come to you as allies, not adversaries, seeking to establish a mutually beneficial relationship and to learn from your remarkable civilization." The human official, a dignified individual with a striking appearance, stepped forward and grasped Xyloth's appendage, a gesture that seemed to indicate acceptance. "I am Mara Sanchez on behalf of the United Nations of Earth," she replied, her words flowing seamlessly through the translation interface. "We are honored by your visit and your desire to learn about our world. Please let us begin our dialogue and explore the possibilities of cooperation between our peoples." As the two delegations settled into the conference room, the air thick with anticipation, Jilara and her team of researchers stood by, eagerly observing the proceedings. They had meticulously prepared a comprehensive presentation on the human-cat relationship, hoping to pique the interest of their human counterparts and forge a path for deeper collaboration. Zilan, meanwhile, monitored the communication channels, ensuring the smooth flow of information and cultural exchange. He had even taken the liberty of integrating a holographic display showcasing the wonders of the feline companions that had so captivated the Zealotarian away team. The stage was set for a momentous encounter, one that would not only illuminate the mysteries of the human-cat bond, but also lay the foundation for a lasting alliance between two vastly different civilizations. As the formal introductions and diplomatic niceties were exchanged, the Zealotarian and human delegations gradually settled into a more relaxed and productive exchange. Xyloth, the Zealotarian commander, took the lead, carefully guiding the conversation towards the primary purpose of their visit. "Esteemed representatives of Earth," Xyloth began, his four eyes fixed intently on the human officials. "Our interest in your world, and more specifically, your remarkable relationship with the feline creatures you call cats, has been the driving force behind our journey here. We have, through our covert observations, gained a deep fascination with this peculiar bond, and we hope that by engaging in open dialogue, we may unravel its mysteries and learn how to cultivate similar connections within our own society." Mara Sanchez, the human delegate, nodded thoughtfully, her expression a mix of curiosity and cautious optimism. "The human-cat relationship is indeed a captivating one, and we are honored that your people have taken such a keen interest in it. It is a bond that has endured for centuries, woven into the very fabric of our cultures and societies." She paused, glancing around the table at the attentive Zealotarian faces. "Perhaps it would be best if we began by sharing our own perspectives and experiences with these remarkable feline companions. I believe that by understanding the depth and nuances of this connection, we can then explore ways in which our civilizations might collaborate and learn from one another." Xyloth inclined his head in agreement. "That would be most enlightening. Our own researchers have gathered a wealth of data, but we recognize that our understanding can only be enriched by the lived experiences and cultural insights of the humans themselves." With that, Jalara, the Zealotarian science officer, stepped forward, her data pads brimming with information. "If I may, I would be honored to present our findings thus far and to open the floor for a deeper discussion on the human-cat relationship." As Jalara's presentation unfolded, showcasing the intricacies of feline behavior, the emotional bonds formed between humans and their animal companions, and the myriad ways in which these connections manifested across human societies, the human delegates listened with rapt attention. Mara and her team interjected with their own anecdotes and perspectives, weaving a tapestry of shared experiences that began to bridge the cultural divide between the two civilizations. The air in the conference room crackled with a sense of discovery and mutual understanding as both sides recognized the profound significance of this moment. Silan, the Zealotarian technological expert, noted with satisfaction the smoothness of the communication and the evident fascination of the human delegates. It was a testament to the power of their collaborative efforts and the shared desire to learn from one another. As the initial session drew to a close, Xyloth stood, his four eyes shining with a newfound sense of purpose. "We are deeply grateful for your warm reception and your willingness to share your insights with us. It is clear that the human-cat relationship holds great significance, and we are eager to continue our exploration of this remarkable phenomenon side by side with our new human partners." Mara Sanchez smiled, her expression reflecting the same sentiment. "The pleasure is ours, Commander Xyloth. We look forward to a fruitful and lasting collaboration as we embark on this journey of cross-cultural discovery together." With that, the first official contact between the Zealotarians and the humans had been forged, paving the way for a future of shared understanding and the unraveling of the mysteries that had captivated both civilizations. As the initial diplomatic meeting drew to a close, a palpable sense of excitement and anticipation filled the air. Both the Zealotarian and human delegations recognized the profound significance of this historic moment, the beginning of a new era of collaboration and cross-cultural exchange. Xyloth, the Zealotarian commander, addressed the assembled group, his four eyes gleaming with a mixture of curiosity and determination. "Esteemed representatives of Earth," he began, his voice modulated by the advanced translation technology. "We have only begun to scratch the surface of the remarkable bond between your people and the feline creatures you call cats. The depth and complexity of this relationship have left us in awe, and we are eager to delve deeper to uncover the nuances and the underlying mechanisms that sustain this profound connection." Mara Sanchez, the human delegate, nodded in agreement, her expression mirroring the sense of excitement. "The human-cat relationship is indeed a rich and multifaceted one, woven into the very fabric of our cultures and societies. As we have shared our perspectives and experiences, I believe we have only begun to reveal the true significance of this bond." She paused, her gaze sweeping across the table, meeting the attentive eyes of the Zealotarian representatives. It is our hope that through continued dialogue and collaborative research, we can not only deepen our understanding of this remarkable phenomenon, but also explore ways in which our civilizations can learn from one another, fostering a lasting alliance built upon shared discoveries and mutual respect. Jalara, the Zealotarian science officer, stepped forward, her datapads clutched in her appendages. To that end, we have prepared a comprehensive research proposal outlining a series of joint studies and experiments that we believe will illuminate the intricacies of the human-cat relationship. By combining our scientific expertise and cultural insights, we can uncover the profound implications of this bond, paving the way for new avenues of exploration and potential applications within our own societies. Xylan, the Zealotarian technological expert, nodded in agreement, his 4 eyes focused on the human delegates. We recognize the significance of cultivating a strong foundation of trust and understanding between our civilizations. To that end, we have also developed a suite of advanced communication and information sharing tools designed to facilitate seamless collaboration and the exchange of knowledge and resources. As the presentation unfolded, the human delegates leaned forward, their expressions reflecting a growing sense of excitement and anticipation. Mara Sanchez, in particular, seemed captivated by the Zealotarian proposals, her mind already racing with the possibilities and implications of this newfound partnership. "Truly, this is a momentous occasion," she declared, her voice brimming with enthusiasm. "We are honored to be a part of this historic endeavor, and we eagerly accept your proposal for collaborative research. Together, I believe we can unlock the secrets of the human-cat relationship and forge a path towards a future of shared understanding and mutual growth." With a resounding chorus of affirmation, the Zealotarian and human delegations sealed their commitment to this groundbreaking partnership, setting the stage for a new era of cross-cultural discovery and scientific exploration. As the initial meeting drew to a close, the sense of anticipation and optimism among the Zealotarian and human delegates was palpable. The two civilizations had taken the first steps towards a historic collaboration, driven by their shared fascination with the remarkable bond between humans and their feline companions. Xyloth, the Zealotarian commander, addressed the group one final time, his voice measured and deliberate. "We are truly honored by your warm reception and your willingness to embark on this journey of discovery with us. The human-cat relationship has captivated our people for some time, and we are eager to unravel its mysteries, to understand the depth and nuances of this profound connection." He paused, his 4 eyes sweeping across the room, meeting the gaze of each human delegate. "In the coming months and years, our teams will work closely together, combining our scientific expertise and cultural insights to explore this remarkable phenomenon. We will design and execute a series of joint studies, sharing our findings and insights every step of the way." Mara Sanchez, the human representative, nodded in agreement, her expression reflecting the same sense of purpose and determination. "We are equally excited about the prospect of this collaboration. The human-cat relationship is deeply woven into the fabric of our societies, and we believe that by working together, we can uncover its true significance, not only for our own civilizations, but for the broader understanding of sentient life and the bonds that can be forged between disparate species." She paused, a thoughtful smile spreading across her face. "And who knows, perhaps through this endeavor, we may even discover new ways to apply the lessons of the human-cat bond to our own relationships, both within and between our societies." Gilon, the Zealotarian technological expert, stepped forward, his appendages laden with a collection of advanced communication devices. "To facilitate our ongoing collaboration, we have prepared a suite of state-of-the-art communication and information-sharing tools. These will allow our teams to remain in constant contact, exchanging data, insights, and ideas in real time, regardless of the vast distances that separate our worlds." As he distributed the devices to the human delegates, Jalara, the Zealotarian science officer, added, "We have also taken the liberty of establishing secure data-sharing protocols and collaborative research platforms, ensuring the seamless flow of information and the protection of our mutual intellectual property." The human delegates accepted the communication devices with a mixture of awe and gratitude, their fingers gently tracing the alien technology. Mara Sanchez looked up, her eyes shining with a newfound determination. "With these tools in hand, I am confident that our two civilizations will forge an unbreakable bond, one built on a foundation of mutual respect, shared discovery, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge." The human-cat relationship is but the first step in what I believe will be a long and fruitful partnership between our peoples. As the formal proceedings drew to a close, the air in the conference room buzzed with a sense of excitement and possibility. The Zealotarian and human delegations knew that they were standing on the precipice of a new era, one that would be defined by cross-cultural collaboration and the pursuit of greater understanding between their worlds. The days and weeks that followed the initial diplomatic meeting were a flurry of activity, as the Zealotarian and human teams swung into high gear, finalizing the details of their collaborative research agenda. Mara Sanchez, the lead human delegate, found herself immersed in a whirlwind of planning sessions, video conferences, and data-sharing protocols, all in the pursuit of unlocking the secrets of the human-cat relationship. It's been an exhilarating and, at times, overwhelming process, she confided to her Zealotarian counterpart, Lara, during one of their regular check-in calls. The sheer amount of information we've been able to share, the depth of our cultural and scientific perspectives, it's truly humbling. Lara, the Zealotarian science officer, nodded in agreement, her 4 eyes gleaming with a combination of curiosity and determination. Undoubtedly, the wealth of knowledge that our civilizations have amassed on this topic is vast and multifaceted. But we are committed to integrating these insights, to finding the common threads that bind our understanding of this remarkable bond. She paused, her appendages deftly navigating the holographic interface of her communication device. To that end, our teams have been hard at work, developing a comprehensive research plan that will leverage our respective strengths. We have identified key areas of inquiry, from the neurological and physiological mechanisms that underpin the human-cat relationship to the cultural and sociological implications of this bond. Mara leaned forward, her eyes alight with enthusiasm. Precisely, and we're eager to get started on the experimental phase to put our hypotheses to the test through rigorous, collaborative studies. I must admit, the prospect of unlocking new insights that could profoundly shape our understanding of sentient life is both thrilling and humbling. Jalara's 4-eyed gaze crinkled in what Mara had come to recognize as a Zealotarian smile. Indeed, my friend, this is but the first step in what I believe will be a journey of remarkable discoveries, one that will not only deepen the bond between our civilizations but also expand the horizons of our collective knowledge. As the call drew to a close, Mara found herself filled with a renewed sense of purpose and anticipation. The human-cat relationship, once a uniquely terrestrial phenomenon, was about to become the focal point of a groundbreaking cross-cultural collaboration, one that promised to redefine the boundaries of scientific understanding and forge an unbreakable alliance between 2 extraordinary civilizations. In the months that followed, the Zealotarian and human research teams embarked on a sweeping series of collaborative studies, each one designed to shed new light on the intricate and multifaceted nature of the human-cat relationship. Utilizing the state-of-the-art communication and data-sharing tools provided by the Zealotarians, the teams were able to coordinate their efforts seamlessly, exchanging real-time updates, brainstorming new hypotheses, and engaging in spirited debates that push the boundaries of their respective fields of expertise. One of the most significant breakthroughs came when the neurologists and comparative biologists from both civilizations managed to map the complex neural pathways that underpin the emotional and behavioral bonds between humans and their feline companions. The level of synchronicity we've observed between the brain activity of humans and their cats is nothing short of astounding, marveled Dr. Irina Petrova, the lead human neuroscientist. It's as if the 2 species have developed a shared neural language, a means of communicating and interpreting each other's emotional states on an almost subconscious level. Zealotarian scientist Zealon nodded in agreement, his appendages tapping rapidly on the holographic interface of his communication device. Our findings corroborate your observations, Dr. Petrova. The reciprocal modulation of neurochemicals like oxytocin and serotonin, the mirroring of mirror neuron activation. It all points to a profound and deeply rooted interspecies empathy that defies our traditional understanding of the boundaries between sentient beings. As the teams delved deeper into their investigations, they uncovered a wealth of insights that challenged conventional wisdom and opened up new avenues of exploration. The sociologists and anthropologists, for instance, shed light on the intricate ways in which the human-cat relationship had been woven into the fabric of human societies, from the sacred veneration of felines in ancient civilizations to the modern-day emotional support provided by therapy cats. Mara Sanchez, the lead human delegate, found herself captivated by these revelations, her eyes shining with a mixture of awe and intellectual curiosity. The depth and universality of this bond is truly humbling. Across our cultures and throughout history, cats have played a profound role in shaping human experience, from the spiritual to the practical. It's as if they have become an integral part of what it means to be human. Jilara, the Zealotarian science officer, agreed, her 4 eyes sparkling with a newfound respect and appreciation for the human-cat relationship. Indeed, my friend, and as we continue to unravel the mysteries of this bond, I'm convinced that we will not only deepen the ties between our civilizations, but also unlock insights that could transform our understanding of the nature of sentience, empathy, and the profound connections that can exist between vastly different species. As the collaborative research between the Zealotarian and human teams progressed, the scope and depth of their findings continued to grow, with each new discovery shedding further light on the remarkable human-cat relationship. One area of particular fascination was the interplay between the evolutionary histories of the two species and the ways in which their respective adaptations had coalesced to forge such a profound and enduring bond. It's truly remarkable when you consider the parallels in our evolutionary trajectories, mused Dr. Petrova during a video conference with her Zealotarian counterparts. Cats, as apex predators in their own right, have long shared habitats with humans, and over the course of millennia, we've developed an almost symbiotic relationship. Zilan, the Zealotarian biologist, nodded in agreement, his appendages moving deftly across the holographic interface. Your observations are insightful, Dr. Petrova. The ability of humans and cats to coexist and indeed thrive in close proximity has allowed for the development of deep cognitive and behavioral affinities. The ways in which you have harnessed the predatory and olfactory strengths of cats, while also providing them with shelter, sustenance, and companionship, is a testament to the extraordinary adaptability of both species. Mara Sanchez, who had been listening intently, leaned forward in her chair, her eyes alight with fascination. And what's truly remarkable is how this bond has evolved beyond mere pragmatism into the realm of the emotional and the spiritual. Cats have become not just utilitarian tools, but cherished companions and, in some cultures, even revered deities. Jilara, the Zealotarian science officer, nodded thoughtfully, her 4 eyes conveying a sense of profound understanding. Indeed, Mara, the human-cat relationship has transcended the boundaries of mere survival and coexistence, becoming a tapestry of shared experiences, mutual understanding, and even a form of interspecies empathy. It is a testament to the incredible flexibility and adaptability of sentient life, and a reminder that the connections we forge with other species can often reveal the deepest truths about ourselves. As the research teams continued to uncover layer upon layer of insight, the significance of their collaborative work began to take on an almost transcendent quality. The human-cat relationship, once thought to be a uniquely terrestrial phenomenon, was now being recognized as a profound and universal expression of the capacity for interspecies understanding, a testament to the boundless potential of sentient life to forge deep and lasting connections, even across the vast expanse of the cosmos. As the collaborative research between the Zealotarian and human teams progressed, the scope and depth of their findings continued to grow, shedding profound new light on the remarkable human-cat relationship. Through a series of groundbreaking studies, the researchers uncovered a wealth of insights that challenged conventional wisdom and opened up entirely new avenues of exploration. By mapping the complex neural pathways underlying the emotional and behavioral bonds between humans and their feline companions, the teams discovered a level of interspecies empathy and communication that defied traditional notions of the boundaries between sentient beings. Delving into the evolutionary histories of both species, the researchers also found striking parallels in their adaptations, which had allowed for the development of a deep symbiotic relationship over the course of millennia. But the significance of this bond extended far beyond mere pragmatism, as the teams unearthed the profound spiritual, cultural, and emotional dimensions that had become woven into the fabric of human societies throughout history. Ultimately, the collaborative efforts of the Zealotarian and human researchers revealed the human-cat relationship to be a testament to the incredible flexibility and adaptability of sentient life, as well as a profound expression of the capacity for interspecies understanding. What had once been thought of as a uniquely terrestrial phenomenon was now recognized as a universal truth, with the potential to transcend the boundaries of the Earth and forge deep connections across the vast expanse of the cosmos. As the teams continued to push the boundaries of their collective knowledge, they found themselves captivated by the sheer depth and complexity of the human-cat bond, a relationship that had the power to transform not only our understanding of the natural world, but also our very conception of what it means to be sentient.